Two. Hi, my name is Willem Ziada, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with DMac, who is a singer-songwriter who fuses together elements of electronic pop, indie rock, R&B, and dancehall music. For more on DMac, you can read more of his bio right below this video, but in the meantime, here's a sneak peek at the amazing talent of DMac.
Heads held high, we wander through this life in search of harmony. Mouths fit dry, we ponder modern strife down at the pharmacy. The needs that we find keep thoughts alive while screens shine on wet seats. The sights and sounds excite the ground till it crumbles at our feet.
Well, hello, DMac, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Will?
I'm good, thank you. Well, the audience just got to hear a little sneak peek of your original song, Pace. Not only a cool song, but what a freaking cool music video.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a fun one to make.
Where did you make that?
We actually filmed it in my apartment in Inwood in New York City.
I love it. I used to live in Inwood.
Did you really? Oh,
I used to live in Inwood, but now I am in Midtown. But I still take that A train up to Inwood for my glasses because they're just the best. I mean, I love Inwood.
yeah, it's great. It's pretty cool. I like it here. You know, a lot of parks, so that's pretty sweet.
I know, right? You can get some fresh air and some greenery. Now, listen, speaking of living, I want to know, before we get into like your vibe, your songs, your musicianship, your brand, everyone needs to frickin' check you out. And I don't know why I keep saying frickin', but you're bringing it out of me, DMac. I want to know where you were born and when did you know you had this kind of singular view of music?
Well, I was born in New York City. I guess my parents lived in Astoria at the time, but I was born in a hospital downtown, and then we moved to the Bronx when I was about 4 years old.
Where in the Bronx?
In Riverdale, like the Northwest Bronx.
My mom used to live in Riverdale, and I grew up in Pelham Manor. Like,
Oh, that's hilarious.
keep going. Wait, time out. Are you by Van Cortlandt Park?
Sort of. When we first moved there, we lived in a couple places around there, but we had to move because our landlords got arrested by the FBI. It was crazy, but
We won't have to. We don't have to go into that. We'll write that for the Law and Order special of DMac's
exactly.
childhood.
Yeah, but then I moved to South Riverdale, kind of like Riverdale, sort of near Kingsbridge a little bit. I lived there most of my life.
I love that. And then was music always kind of around your house or what?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my parents are big music fans. They don't really play music at all, so I think they were kind of freaked out. They didn't know what to do with me because I was just obsessed with it. But they were super supportive. And
Any music in particular?
There's a lot of reggae. My parents are big Bob Marley fans, so like, when I was a little kid, that was a moment where it just clicked. Like, oh, this is what I really love to listen to. But yeah, a lot of classic rock, a lot of jazz, bits of everything, really, folk music, soul.
Well, I love that because I can really hear that in your stuff. You know, you definitely can hear the influences of that little kid in Riverdale.
Yeah.
But I love the way that you infuse them all, but yet it's like through the filter of DMac. It's a little bit of everything, but it also is in the same conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it's playing like that for you because that's how I hear it and see it, and I just hope other people get it, you know, because sometimes it's a lot of styles mixed together.
You know what it is? It is a lot of styles, but again, I think you're selling yourself short when you've been working on your craft for a really long time, and when everything is through the filtration of DMac, it's actually very clear. And you're talking to someone who just gotten to know you. And like I said, you know, I think your website's called Cult of DMac, right?
Yeah.
I told you I'm in the cult now because I'm going to raise my hand and say the sensibilities of musicians and music that is your sound and vibe normally wouldn't be into, but there's something about the cocktail you've created, like, that is transcendent and universal, which makes me think with FENIX, I'm like, oh my God, DMac's music, yes, in the United States, yes, all over, North America, but I'm like, oh my God, this would be huge in the East.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I've definitely thought about that before. I'd say it is music for the world. It's not necessarily just like a regional style or anything like that, you know?
I agree with you. I mean, and you mentioned Bob Marley. I mean, talk about someone who created a universal language through his music, right? I mean, I feel that with you, and I'm so excited that you're on board with FENIX, and that, once this app really starts revving up and getting into not the soft launch that it's in now, but the big launch, I'm just so excited. What is it like for you, an artist, to get your music out there into regions and countries that you only dreamed of?
It's exciting. I mean, I just want people to hear it. Really, it's been living inside me for so long. This project that I just recently put out at the end of last year, this EP, I'd been working on it for almost 2 years, just workshopping the songs, just trying to do different demos of them, see how it was going to work. And I was meant to release it, I guess, in the spring of last year, but the pandemic pretty much put everything on hold. So it was about six months later than I wanted to release it that I did. And yeah, I'm just excited to get it out there and try to spread it around as much as possible.
Now, DMac, is this your self-titled EP?
Yes.
And where can people can get that on most streaming sites? And
yeah, everything. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Deezer. Well, I don't know, whatever ones there are, it's on it.
Well, the cool thing again about FENIX too, in addition to you being able to connect with new potential collaborators and fans and musicians across the country and around the world, but FENIX is going to provide a one-stop shopping when it comes to you selling your merch. It's going to literally be all in one place. And anyone from any country can be able to purchase it, and that will be immediately exchange into whatever that price point is in US dollars through the cryptocurrency that FENIX uses, the FENIX coin. And these CEOs that I've gotten to befriend at FENIX, I mean, this is their North Star, man. I mean, their North Star is to finally put the artist first when it comes to compensation and just being thought of. Yeah,
I know it's really important now. It's just it's a crazy time, and with live gigs being so sparse right now, it's cool to hear of people trying to put the artist first,
You mentioned the whole live aspect. I mean, oh gosh, that's how you make a living,
Yeah.
when you're a gig worker, right? And what I love so much about what FENIX is doing is they're going to be teaming up with a live stream service, so that DMac, you can stream the concert from the comforts of your home, from the comforts of an empty space with maybe just a few patrons, depending on how this pandemic pans out with how many audience members you are allowed to have. But people from across the country and around the world are going to be able to not only tune in, but once they click in, they automatically will be charged, and they'll know about it. It won't be like, they won't, it's not going to be this like thing that they won't know about, but that money goes to you as an artist right away. And when I think about, all of these other platforms where artists are performing live, people don't realize that all those ads that go around, most of these websites are getting 100% of the ad revenue. When you as the artist on FENIX, you're going to be getting up to 90%. And it sounds too good to be true, but it shouldn't. It should be the way it's always. It should have been like that from the beginning.
Right. That's cool.
I mean, when it comes to revenue, though, for someone like you, you're gigging, you're about to make it big, and you're known. I mean, what is that like with more money in your pocket?
I mean, it's rough right now. So any money is good right now. Honestly, it's like yeah, I played a live stream gig when we released the record, and I didn't really make anything off that, and so I'm hoping to gig a bit this summer, but I'd say anything like what you're describing sounds really, really important,
Well, and again, I've gotten to befriend the people that are putting this app together. And it's been really remarkable. You know, I've been a professional singer since I was 10. I'm now a director. I know you've been a professional for many years. It's too bad that for so long, the norm was, oh, you made a little bit, you should be grateful. Or,
Right.
oh, you're not going to get paid today, you should be grateful for the exposure. Like, no more. This is groundbreaking, this app. They literally like, no, that's not normal.
Yeah.
Artists should be paid their worth.
Right.
And
that's awesome.
you know, and I'm excited for someone like you because you're so, I'm going to say it third time, I love things in threes, freaking talented. And you deserve to not only get paid for your amazing talent in the years that you studied your craft to get to where you're at, but also you deserve the eyeballs.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's I appreciate it. I'm really excited about it.
So in looking forward, you know, obviously you have your self-titled EP. You have, you know, links all below this video to where people can find out more about you. I mean, I know in a post-pandemic world, it's still up in the air, but at the end of the day, what's DMac's goal when it comes to spreading his music? I want as many people to hear it as can. I would love to just keep being able to make it in a sustainable way where I can make a living and not feel like I need to do something else to make money so that I can do the music. I want to pretty much just do the music, whether that be through touring or through collecting royalties on songs that I've written or produced, or, you know, whether it be getting involved in sync and getting my songs in movies and TV and commercials. I'm pretty much ready to do it all. So yeah, those are my goals right there, I'd say. Well, I can sense your urgency, and my friend, you're about to frickin' blow up. And there, I said it 4 times. Oh well, but really, you have a new fan in me, and I know you're gonna have a new fan in thousands, if not millions. And I'm so grateful for your time today. Thank you, DMac.
Oh, thank you, Will. I appreciate you having me on. That's great.
Thank you.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.